Okay, go ahead. Hey guys, this is Fit and Fire. My name is Mark, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we're going to talk about EDC, and in particular, just like the title of the video says, we're going to talk about me changing my EDC from a Glock to something else. And if you guys saw my introduction video, you'll know that I'm switching to a SIG. That's right. So we'll go into a little bit more in depth of what the SIG is and the changes that I'm going to make. But before we get into that, let's talk about my current everyday carry. So currently I'm carrying the Glock 26. This is a great pistol. I think it's probably one of the best subcompacts that you can buy. That's just my personal opinion. I am a Glock fanboy. I really like a lot of their features. Yes, you got to change out the trigger if you want a lighter trigger pull. Yes, you need to change out the sights because the sights suck. But outside of that, they've got some pretty great features, especially with the Gen 4s, that I really appreciate. So the specifications on this is that the length is about 6.5 inches, just slightly under that. The height of this is at 5 inches with the magazine extension. And then if you switch to your standard 10-round flush magazine, you're sitting at 4.25 inches. Width on it is 1.18 inches, which is pretty standard for a Glock 9mm, whether it be the 17, 19, or the 26. Currently, I'm running the XS Big Dot sights on this. Great sights. They have a tritium-filled front sight so that in low light or in dark conditions, you can really acquire that front sight pretty easily. With that as well, in say IDPA, 3-gun, or USPCA matches, some of the matches that I shoot, the XS Big Dot sight is really easy to pick up when you're presenting for a quick shot. Anything 7 yards, 10 yards in, you're not going to have any problems hitting with this pistol each and every single time. However, once you start getting out to that 15, 20 yards, you're really going to have to line those sights out, get a good sight picture and a good trigger squeeze to put accurate shots downrange. And that's kind of one of the downfalls that I have with this pistol. This is a Gen 4, so it has the larger magazine release, which I really like. Sometimes my big fat thumbs can fumble around, can't really pick up the smaller ones on the Gen 3. But one of the other issues I have with this pistol is with the smaller magazine, which makes it extremely concealable, you lose the ability of being able to wrap your pinky around it. It kind of hangs down here, so when you're presenting that pistol to fire, it's kind of weird. You're kind of crunching your pinky down there with the way that I grip my pistol, and it doesn't feel right. So I have gotten used to carrying the magazine with the extension here for your pinky, and it really gets me a good purchase with my hand. It also allows me to get 2 extra rounds in this, plus 1 in the chamber, so you're looking at 13 rounds total carrying this way. What else to say about this? Oh, other great feature, one of the great features I love about Glocks is if you have a Glock 17 or Glock 19 magazine, this will fit into this gun. So that extends your ability to carry more rounds. Also, positive note here is you're able to get a good purchase with your pinky as well. So when I usually carry a 17 magazine in my pocket for additional ammo. And that about covers the Glock 26. Again, it's a great pistol, but The length of the barrel just really limits its distance, and you know, I'm not the best shot in the world. If I was, I'd be doing competition shooting instead of working at my job. But again, it's still a really great pistol. You do have the ability to switch out the back straps on this. If you have larger hands or smaller hands, you can pop that pin out and pull those off. All right, so that covers it for the Glock 26. The holster that I'm using to carry, and I carry at the 4 and 5 o'clock position, is this. This is a Gearcraft inside the waistband holster. I found this on eBay. I like the look of it. It has the carbon fiber outside to it, and it really retains the pistol real well. I've never had a problem with this ever falling out. The quick clip on the front does have the cant to it, so it's very intuitive when you reach back and you're grabbing your pistol to present. There's no fumbling around. You don't have to torque your wrist around at all to reach back and get a good purchase on your pistol. So that's the Glock 26. Well, let's move on to my new EDC. I'm pretty excited. I haven't even had a chance to shoot it yet, but as soon as I get a chance to get some range time, I'll get some footage of it and show it to you. Here we go. It is, again, the Sig Sauer P320. Now, the P320 is fairly new for SIG. It's been around for a couple of years, and in fact, the U.S. Army, as most of you know, has picked the SIG P320 up as their new sidearm. Now, this is the compact version, so it has a shorter barrel and a shorter pistol grip. It will only carry 15 rounds, but the full-size P320 is what the U.S. Army adopted for the M17 modular pistol. Again, 15-round capacity, and the mags here. This is unloaded, and one of the main reasons why I switched to this is I didn't want to have to worry about picking up the wrong magazine and loading my Glock 26 and then losing the ability to have my pinky on it. I can get a good purchase on this pistol each and every single time. I don't have to worry about fumbling around with this pinky falling off. The specs on this pistol right now is that it's 7.2 inches long, so it's definitely longer. It's 5.3 inches in height, so I'm gaining a little bit of height, and that may be an issue in concealability, and I may print a little bit more, especially moving from the 4 to 5 o'clock position to the appendix carry. And I'll explain my reasoning behind that here in just a second. And then it's a little bit wider at 1.3 inches, so about 1/10 of an inch wider, but still fairly light, and it just really feels good in your hands. To save money and to not invest a lot of money into this pistol, to ensure that I liked it, I just went with the standard white contrast sights here. Now, one of the great things about the SIGs is that these sights are not plastic like the normal Glock sights are. These are metal, so that's one of the great things about these sights. The bad thing about it is a 3-dot, so these 2 dots on the rear makes it a little difficult to find that front sight post, and it's just something I'm going to have to get used to as I carry this and shoot it in some matches. I will change up and shoot this in a few IDPA and 3-gun matches just to see how it performs and get used to unholstering, presenting, and firing. So pretty excited about this. Let me tell you, SIG really went all out with the package that this gun comes in. Not only do you get 2 magazines, which I still have in the plastic, but you also get a holster as well. Now, this is an outside the waistband style holster. It does have a bit of a cant to it to get to make it a little bit more intuitive when you're reaching, but it will be kind of a 3 o'clock position type holster. It retains it fairly well, but it's just really nothing to write home about. It's a great holster for anybody that's just getting into everyday carry, or maybe you own a ranch, you want to be out walking around, you can have it on your hip, outside the waistband, no problems. So another great feature I like about this is it does have the front serrations on the slide, so you can get your press checks in here fairly easily. No problems there. The slide lock is right above your thumb here, so it's just really easy to reach up and lock it home. So a lot of great features. I'm super excited about it. One of the last features that I do appreciate that SIG put together is right here, the bottom of the pistol grip, you have these indentations here, so that if you have a malfunction for any reason, stovepipe or it tries to double feed, and you need to pull that magazine out, you can get a good purchase on that magazine, press it and rip it out. So that's one of the great things I like about the SIGs there. So and that's it. That's my new everyday carry. I'm super excited about it. Again, I'm going to get it out to the range just as soon as I can get some time set aside between my kids and the family, and taking care of the wife and everything else that's involved in being a dad and working dad and just living life at the same time. So as soon as I get a chance to get out in the range and get some rounds down range, I'll take some video of that and post that as well. But I'd like to hear what you guys have to think about my swap. Do you think it was a good idea to go from a subcompact to a compact pistol? Was it a good idea to go from Glock to SIG? Tell me what you think. Put it into the comments below. If this is your first time stopping by Fit and Fire, I really appreciate a thumbs up if you like the content, and a subscribe. If you want to get more notifications that I am posting new videos, hit that bell button. I sure appreciate all the support. Again, Fit and Fire, our focus is guns and gear and the fitness and diet to run both of them. So if that interests you, by all means, keep on stopping by. I sure do appreciate the support. And with that, keep on dropping those bells and shells. Take it easy. Here comes a high five, right?